Hi, it's Kelsey from Junk Journal Magic, and I'm back to complete my traditional African ragdoll. This is my personal collab for me, Throwback Thursday, where every Thursday I either go over a copy of my collection of Altered Arts magazines, and we just flip through the first day, and then the next Thursday I choose something in here to either attempt to copy or replicate, or I use, I go with the twist I have on it. My little twist is from, this is the doll. Now, this is beautiful, ornate, heavily bejeweled, and very natural. I love it. But I did not want to go to the store and buy a bunch of stuff to make it. And someone had asked me about the traditional African ragdoll. So I'm just going to work on this. Part 1 shows the inside, the form, and how I agonize over wrapping the fabric around it, and how I make these arms and everything. There's one part of this I did not do. And it dawned on me last night when I laid down to go to sleep. And it was, I have to give her a neck. So I'm just going to kind of fuss with this for a second or two and get that going. And you'll see it makes it very distinct neck. And I'm going to use this yellow yarn again, even though I would prefer to use black. But this is just for fun. It's just for fun. And I'm going to go around and around, and it's going to make her have a neck. So her head looks like it's like up on a neck instead of resting on her shoulders. And it is a very puffy head. But I find that when I put the hair on, whatever you choose for hair, let's see, this is the front right here. Whatever you use for hair, kind of helps balance out that puffiness of the head. But this is just cotton stuffed. Oh, let me get a needle just a second. Because this is yarn, I'm just going to use this cheapy needle. It's plastic from a children's kit, and this should go very quickly. Oh, I guess I should have left that a little longer than it is. Yeah, let's see if I can get this up here and drop it down in there. I just want to pull this thread through where it stays somewhat attached. Oh, this may be really pushing the limits of whatever. Oh, what if we go down here? Go down inside there. Oh, that's not going to work because there's nowhere for it to exit. Okay, let me play with this. What I really need is one of those teeny tiny little crochet hooks. I know I have a million. Let me get that, and I'll be right back. I didn't have to dig too deeply in this sewing basket that I received when my stepmother passed away. But somehow, I don't even know where I got all this stuff from. But I have all these little, I guess you make doilies with this needle. It's tiny. It's a hook. It's a hook. It says Susan 8 Bates. So I guess it's a number 8. 10 cents. Boy, what a deal. And there's some fuzzy stuff left over for some kind of doodad thing. You know, we save all our fuzzy bits. Okay, so now she has a neck. Front or back? Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that. Okay, this is the front now. Okay, you see how easy that is? You just pick a side. Pick a side. Okay, there's that. Now, I've got her a fixed her neck. And we don't need any more of that. I thought I would use this yarn for hair. Now, I normally pick a trim that's usually, you see it on pillows and upholstered furniture, where there's like a braid, a really nice flat braid, and then there's all this stuff hanging off like fringe, but it looks like almost like dreadlocks. And what is on my hand? I would use that, and I loved it, but I don't want to go to the store and buy anything. And I thought of what I'm going to do with this. Why not, instead of do the black hair and everything, why don't I just have fun and do the blue hair? Yeah, I like that a lot. And it's pretty with the fabric. Now, I would like to say that a traditional African rag doll can be any color, but I always chose to pick a Madras plaid print or one of those Kente cloth prints that you can find quite often at the store. But the Madras plaid tend to be squares stitched together like a quilt, but not quite quilted. And yeah, I really like that. But I'm going to go ahead and give her this fun hair. I'm going to just speed this up and you can watch. Okay, everything fit back in the sewing box. I found a little piece to try and see if I liked it with her hair. I have some yellow thread in case I need to sew something. And I have this yellow fabric again. I think I'm going to make her a long flowy piece. What I'll do that last. I've got her hair ready and I think it's full enough where it'll look fine no matter how you're looking at her. Huh. That's cute. I really like that. I like that little, that pinking shears edge. It's cute. It's a pattern. And patterns always help add detail. So yeah, I like that. And her hair is kind of poofy. So when I stand her up, it'll still be poofy. Love that. So what I did was I went in and I just stitched one little stitch with each strand of yarn into her I guess we'll call it scalp. And then, oh, that's messy. I went back and added a few more pieces until it felt built up enough to be nice and thick. Kind of like mermaid hair. Nice, thick, luscious, moving hair. Now, I'll come back here and give it another little trim. These here are just a little long. I saved those in case I need them for something. Oh, that one's long too. Let me get that off there. Yeah. It's just full and bouncy. And what I do, I find that their arms do things when I'm making them. And one time, the head was so bent to the side that it looked like she was really dancing and getting into it and doing something. I don't know. But yeah, oh, got that little black spot out of the way. Okay, so let me see. That's working and it's a knot, so I don't have to mess with it. If you worry that it'll move, just get in there with some yellow thread and stitch it down back where you can't see the hair. But I really like that. Now, let's work on this piece.
What can I do to make you know that I'm so grateful for you? What can I do to thank you? What can I do to bless you? What can I do to make you know that I'm so grateful for you?
All we have left to do now is to add a few little decorative bits, and then we'll have a pretty little lady. Oh, I've got all these seed beads. Okay. Now, got her hair, got a little wrap on her head, gave her a little kind of over, whatever you want to call that, little bit of flowy fabric. And I made this. The problem was my camera decided to say I had no room left in storage. So here I go. I'm going to take this little loopy hoopy earring that I've beaded, and I'm going to put it around her neck. You're not going to be able to watch this because I got to see what I'm doing. Oh well, maybe you can. Maybe you can. Okay, let's see. Now, if you made a fairy or something with this same form, you could do different beads. You could do sparkly, shimmery, translucent sort of fabrics. You can make it look like a forest fairy. You can do all sorts of things. There's like fuzz everywhere, and it's like from fabric, little weird bits of strands. So, okay. I took 2 of these O-rings and I put one little orange bead on there, on each one actually, and I'm just going to come up here and attach this. And a necklace with beads, because African trade beads are very important in Africa. So you want to have that. And I think I'm finished. I mean, I could do a whole lot more. I could play with her hair. I could do all sorts of things. I'm not going to. But I'll take a picture of her standing up so you can see at the end. Thanks for watching.